relay tabling here. Who would like to get the question started for the players?
Leonard Mark of the Post. What does National Girls and Women in Sports Day mean to you guys personally?
Go ahead.
I actually got asked this just the other day in class. I think it's a big deal. I mean, like when you think of sports, you mainly think of, your favorite male player. You don't really think of your favorite female player. So just bringing more attention to the fact that women play sports. And my personal opinion, I think women's sports is just as interesting as men's sports can be. Basketball especially, the only thing different really is dunks. I think if we had more women out there that could dunk, I think it would be just as interesting. But I think it's just a great cause to bring attention to because, we're out there working our butts off every day just like the men are.
Yeah, I would just say it's an amazing day. I love that we're celebrating it now. I think it's grown so much in the past couple years, and it's just continuing to get more and more attention, and I think that's important. So I'm glad we have a day to celebrate that.
Mark Goldstein, WAB. You guys really started off hot and didn't really cool off ever. Can you talk about maintaining that energy level from the first quarter till the last buzzer sounds?
I think just having faith in ourselves as well as our teammates having faith in everyone around, everyone. We practice every day shooting. We shoot a lot in practice, so I just think we shoot without even thinking. And today they just happened to fall, and they kept falling, so it was a good day for us.
What's one piece of advice you guys would give to young girls in sports?
Oh, I can go. It's not fun. It's not. I mean, it can be a fun journey, but the amount of work and the injuries you'll go through, and it's not fun, but in the end, it's very rewarding. I mean, getting to come out here every day and play a sport that you love, it's awesome, but the extra workouts that you have to do, the extra shots, the lifts that you have to get through, it's not fun, but it's rewarding.
I would just say there's nothing like it. I think playing sports when you're young and all the way up to, pro, I guess, it's just you meet so many people. You really test your limits, and it helps you build character. I think it's just a way of, kind of just showing who you are as a person, not through just how you talk and stuff. You get to show it how you play, and I think you got to really love it to keep getting better and keep playing, but I think it's amazing, and I'm blessed to be able to play it at this level.
Very positive answer. Good job.
Then Bailey, last year the last couple of years, you were on the other side of a game like this where you guys just couldn't get anything to go and the other team seemingly made everything. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be on the winning side of a game like this as opposed to sitting in that locker room kind of lamenting the fact?
Yeah, it feels really good. Like you said, last year, we were in Western Michigan's place this year, and we work a lot on shooting, so we have complete trust in each other when it comes to somebody's shot. We really rely on each other, drivers drive, we all respond, whatever it may be, but we've definitely taken a step forward from last year on just being more confident with each other. I think last year there was a little bit of hesitation with some people, and this year really everybody just kind of does their own thing, but in the good way does their own thing, and we're all on the same page for almost the entire time.
Kyle Schwieger, Ohio Bobcats. You guys had 13 steals as a team, but you forced 31 turnovers. What about this team and your guys' ability to impact the game on the defensive side speaks so much volume to your guys' success?
I think it speaks a lot of volume. We got in trouble in the third quarter because we didn't have a single steal. So I think that's our way of setting the tone is playing hard defensively, and that's where we win games. We don't, win on offense, that's going to come, but our defense has to be really aggressive for us to win games, and we all have to be on that page.
Yeah, just trusting each other to be in the right spot and going from there, really.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Coach Bob Bowden. Coach Bowden, can you give us your initial thoughts on tonight's game between your team and Western Michigan?
We came in here, we knew we needed to win. I thought our kids did a good job. I thought our energy to start the game was terrific, and just did a really good job of maintaining that throughout the night, and happy to get this win.
Any questions started?
Leonard Mark of the Post. Coach, for being a coach of a women's team, what does today's holiday mean to you?
It's bittersweet. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice that we have it. It's a little disappointing that we have to make a statement that women belong in sports. That there's somebody that disagrees with that. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, we've made so much progress in our country in the last 50 years that, like, for our lifetime, it doesn't seem like maybe we have made it. Maybe it hasn't come as quickly as we wanted it to. But the way that this country was and the world was for so long, you know, 50 years is a small piece of that, of the history of the United States of America, and we have made some progress. It's still like when I see the shirts that say "Women belong in sport," you know what I mean? It's like, well, who am I trying to convince of that? You know what I mean? Like, who's the person that doesn't believe that? And quite frankly, the person that doesn't believe that, I can't convince them. You know what I mean? They're just not educated enough to understand that. There's nothing that I'm going to do to fix it. So, again, I'm happy that we have the day. But it's just kind of a weird day from my perspective. I'm coaching some of the best athletes in America. To say they don't belong in sport, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just bizarre to me. And also, I'm a male in women's sports. I don't know how America feels about that. So I don't know that I really have much to say on it. And it's a strange holiday. I'm for it. By the way, I'm for women's basketball. If anybody asks.
Mark Wiltse, WAB, you guys really, from beginning to end, you guys just dominated the entirety of the game. Can you talk about what was working for you, both offensively and defensively, but mainly offensively? You guys hung 76 on them.
Yeah. I mean, we made shots early. That helped. We shot the ball really well in the first two quarters. The third quarter, obviously, we did not shoot it well at all, including a bunch of layups. But making shots will make things look better. The ball moved. I thought our intensity, and then our defense, I thought, was good enough that gave us a chance to play in transition. And I think that's when we're at our best, is when we play in transition. And it's easier to do that when you get stops and get steals and get to kind of play in a broken floor a little bit. And I thought we did a good job with that.
I asked Bailey the same question, but I'll ask it to you as well. Rough past couple of seasons where, you guys were on the other side of a game like this, a lopsided loss. How do you feel having felt that, especially recently, and then now coming into, tonight where you're on the other side, the winning side of that, blowout winning?
I'm happy for Bailey. Like, I've been on all sides. Like, I've won a lot, I've lost a lot, I've lost by a lot, I've lost by a few, I've lost almost every way you can lose a game and won almost every way you can at my age. But those kids last year, they went through a lot. And they had injuries, they had kids playing out of position, they had this, they had that, and it resulted in a lot of losing. So to be able to rebound for that, for kids like Bailey to stick with this program and believe in this program and stick around, not transfer, and be a part of this is exciting. And I think, the most exciting thing comes if we can find a way to make it to Cleveland, if we can win a couple games up there, and that's the next step. But to be able to be in that conversation is a huge leap from where we were a year ago today.
Any last questions for Coach?
I can ask one more, actually, because you guys ended a stretch recently where you guys played some of the top teams in the conference. I believe you guys are fit, or were fit to start the night. And you played at, I believe, every one of the teams above you, and now you're going to look at some teams that maybe are a little bit below you in the standings. How do you evaluate your team, having seen it go up against the best in Miami? I don't think you guys have played Ball State yet, but still you've played the best teams in the conference, and now you're ready to transition to the second half of the schedule. How do you evaluate your team?
Yeah, I mean, last week was tough. I thought, I didn't think, like, we played 80 minutes against UMass and Miami, and I thought we did some really nice things in those 80 minutes. We didn't do enough good things to come up with 2 wins, or 1 win for that matter. And the joy in coaching this team is that I think that those 2 losses, or the 3 that we lost in a row, didn't defeat them. It made them a little bit more hungry. And I thought this is a result of 2 really good days of practice, and to come in and realize that we're not a finished product. We got things that we can do better. We finally got our turnovers a little bit under control. They're trending in the right direction. So that's a chance. That's something that gives you a chance to win the game. We still have to do a better job of rebounding. So there's still plenty of things that we can fix. Whatever we have left, 7 conference games, I think, the Sun Belt game, and then 7 conference games after that. So we got things that we can fix, but this team's very interested in fixing them, and that makes them exciting to coach.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Coach.
Yep, sorry for the history lesson.